Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. So, this is definitely about the CCW and where I'm at in the process of my CCW. So, if you're here, your girl got her permit, which they call it a license, but I don't know why we say permit. But so, I was going to kind of go over my 2-day course that I had to do for me to get the permit and how fast the process went. So I'm gonna start with where I initially applied and did the first step, and that was in February 19th of 2026. So from then to now, it was 6 months, the whole process, right? It would have been 5 months if I would have took my 16-hour CCW class in June, which I was going to do it in June, like June 10th, but knowing that you have to have the guns you want to list on your permit. You have to have them for that class because you have to put them on your the list of guns that you're going to carry. So I only had the one at the time. So and I was in a process of getting a couple more, but I had to you have to still go through the 10-day background before you can get the gun and all that stuff. So I end up pushing my class back to July so I can have the guns for the class. So that worked out. So I ended up doing my class July 10th, July 10th and 11th. So everybody in our class, it was 11 of us in our class. So we all, at the end of our class, we all submitted everything that we needed to submit on the account so that we could submit it that day. And mind you, that was a Saturday. It was Saturday in the evening. I got the email the next day, which was Sunday, saying congratulations, you was approved for your permit and all that stuff, right? So, and our teacher told us that she heard that some people who recently had finished had got their permit back in a week. So the soonest somebody got it was 4 days. So she wanted us to let her know the day we took our class and when we received our permit. So mind you, we submitted all our stuff July 10th in the evening. I got the email the next day, which was the 12th, saying congratulations, you was approved for your permit and everything. And then I had to pay another fee. Like, do y'all know like how many fees they got us paying? So I had to pay $95 more once to finish processing of getting my permit. And I'm like, dang, like how much money do y'all need to get from us? Like, can we just be law abiding citizens? Like, come on now, can we just we're doing all this other stuff and we still gotta pay something else? But other than that, then I received another email Monday morning saying, again, congratulations, you should be receiving your permit in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks processing, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So, and I'm like, it's already a Monday. So if it really gonna come within 4 days or so, I should be getting it soon, right? Of course, it did. I received it Friday, which was just Friday that just passed. So Friday was what is today? The 6th, 17th, right? So I received I gotta look at my calendar. Um, so today is the 18th. So I received it in the mail yesterday, which was Friday the 17th. So me submitting everything Saturday evening and getting that email Sunday and Monday. Well, the confirmed email was Monday, and it said that's when they let me know that it was going to be sent out, but I was going to receive it through the mail, and that was on Monday morning. So I received it Friday. You see how fast the process. So the process, I guess, got a little better from especially videos I see when I was doing my research. Some people wait a year. Even my instructor said it was a whole year process. So when she did it about 10 years, 12 years, it was some years ago. Okay. So and the process is going a little faster. And so at first I thought after doing the 2-day course, I was like, oh gosh, I'll probably have to wait another 30 days just to get the permit so I can actually be able to carry. But it was exciting. Everything went pretty fast. Even the class was good. I was a little nervous, right? But then when we did the second day class, we did our actual gun range. We had to go to the range to do our shooting of the guns we going to carry. So I was a little nervous, even though I shot before, but it was just still the pressure of a test, and you're being watched to see if you're going to do everything correctly, especially handling the gun, doing the slide, putting the mag in, your grip, all those things, and shooting in the area that they want you to shoot. So I do have a video shoot. I was able to record that part. She let me record. I wish I would have asked sooner about recording, because she was very okay with us recording. So I did record me doing my, I don't know what qualification, I guess, of me shooting my 3 pistols. So I will insert that video so you can see, and then how the instructor was talking to me and everything. And even some point when I first started off, I was kind of aiming, I guess I was shooting kind of high, a couple shots. So that's when she ended up talking to me and kind of critiquing me a little bit. And after that was like, smooth sailing, right? But it was I liked it, right? So I just wanted to come on here because I know I was supposed to update you guys after I received the email pertaining to my background was clear, was good, and then it was time for me to schedule my class. And so I did say I was gonna come on and kind of give y'all little updates here and there. So now we at the final update where I actually have my permit. So now it is the really training, right? And then my EDC, really figuring out how I am going to carry and everything. So yeah. So if anybody have any tips or tricks, especially women out there, with carrying, conceal, okay, trying to conceal it and hiding, and especially for a little heaviness, I got a little belly and everything, so I need to work around how I'm going to conceal and where it could be kind of comfortable and not uncomfortable. So I am thinking about the Bravo belt for anybody who probably do use that, and would give me your recommendations about it, if you like it, or is it a nay or a yay. I do have this, the comfort concealment. So I kind of like this one. I have seen women who use this. So I've been kind of playing around with this, and I would, walk around my house. I'll put it on and everything with my gun and see how I like it. The comfortability about it, but I think I will. I think I'm leaning towards that more, because it's more to, I can put it low, high, or whatever to do concealment. So, but yeah, I really don't have a lot to say, but I just want to say that even the cost too, I did kind of break down how much I end up spending overall for everything with the, well, we didn't have to pay for our background, but paying for the application to start the process, paying for the class, and the last fee I had to pay to finish the process of getting the permit. I really didn't add in my guns per se into that total, but I'm just going to add in what the total is pertaining to just doing the whole CCW process. So basically for that, in total 500, what I got, $523. So basically the application was almost $200, right? $199.67 for San Bernardino County. Then for my class, to do the 16-hour class was $225. And then the last fee they charged to complete the process was $95. I'm trying to think of something else I paid for, but and didn't even do the course of the instructor. She's also licensed to where you can get your out of state carry permit for Arizona. I believe it's for Arizona. I don't want to be wrong, but where we can be able to carry in other states if we travel across the states. So everybody in the class ended up doing that process to do that application. So I will be submitting that application. So if I go to Nevada, or if we end up traveling to other states, I can still carry my guns with me, and not just in California, right? We know other states that we can carry, but you could be, so that you could be legally carrying. But so If you like my channel, I will now the channel is going to go towards more me carrying, how I'm carrying, the concealment, me carrying, being out with my family, stuff like that. So if this is something you like or interested in, please like, follow, share. Definitely, if you have any questions pertaining to the last part of the CCW, don't hesitate to send me a message. And if you have some advice for me as a new a carrying woman, a mom, an entrepreneur, all those things. So please don't hesitate to give me some advice because I am still learning and this is something new for me. And I'm kind of enjoying. I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time. But I look forward to getting your comments and your advice and just some pointers on what I should do. And I would get better at this whole channel thing and sitting and talking. It's still new to me. But I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. And I will insert the video of my qualifications at the range so you can kind of see how I did. And y'all have a nice, blessed weekend. Bye.